Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down. Get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
The football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Scoreless after 1. Breida will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. No CD. There didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Ferkser. And he makes a smooth catch there.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
Then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
direction. Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Amari Hooker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, they discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time for the Titans. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he is going to score. It's a pick.
You have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive back, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. 3
yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
Uncorks one for Davis. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy 1st half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up, make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the 1st half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
A.J. Brown is starting to get a well-deserved reputation as one of the top flight receivers in the NFL. Went over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years. Makes another strong catch there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Runs over him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Switch. Kill. Big Ed. Chance.
Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Check 43. Check 9.
On first down, Henry, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know, something again on third down, didn't it?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Singletary here running out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. Check down to Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Muhammad. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he's going to have a Bills first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, making it work.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They run the counter. Logan. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. On EA Sports. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big play that time for the Titans.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, with remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave. With 2 remaining, we'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To the air again, Tannehill. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
On first down, Allen buying time to his left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, the 20. Josh Allen, 77 yards. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the Bills. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.